Hi and welcome to Angling For You. Today you join me in Bobco Tackle, where obviously we're in the midst of a crisis and I'm trying to get some videos done so we can have some videos there for you guys to watch if we get locked down. So what I'm going to do today is look at the Daiwa range that I've got in front of me, of different poles, just give you a little comparison. Obviously there's not all the full 16 metres here of everything, but I can show you them all at 13 metres and roughly give you a price behind them. So the first one that I'm going to pick up is the Power X carp. Now this is a 13 metre pole, basically aimed at sort of down the edge fishing and sort of strong carp fishing. Now it's priced at about 380 quid and it's supplied with sort of power kits. So I'm just going to give it a sort of pick up and sort of give you a little bit of information on how I think it feels. So picking it up, I mean it's easy enough to hold at 13 metres, but there's a little bit of sag and a little bit of wobble. Once I've done this little bit of intro, what I'm going to do is that I'll show you them all and then we'll pick them all up with the camera in different angles so you can see down it. But if you're wanting something that's just going to use down the edge and sort of rag it out, you're not really going to have it at 13 metres, 380 quid, I suppose it's not actually that bad of a bargain. So moving on to the next one, an old classic that a lot of people have got a lot of faith in it, and that's the Match Winner. And you're looking at sort of around between the 500 to 600 range, and again this is a 13 metre package, and it's, to be fair, similar to the feel of the Power Carp. I'd say it's got less bounce in it, it's a little bit stiffer, but it's sort of that mid £600 range for 13 metres. You'd be happy to fish with it all day long and not struggle. As the same as the Power Carp, to be fair, you wouldn't struggle holding that all day either. Moving on to obviously the Whisker XLS. Now the XLS is extra large sections, that's what it stands for, which means for myself I would always go for the standard Whisker, which I've had in the past, and then that's just because I'm smaller and it's easier. I mean, you still use it, I could still use it, but it's easier for breaking down with the smaller sections. But this they do that to create a better balance on it. This will be a 16 metre package. Obviously this is 13 metres that I'm picking up now, and this is sort of around the 1400 mark, depends on where you get it. I'll put that up and I'll put what sort of equipment they all come with, and the prices as well, just so you've got a little bit of information about the packages. So picking this one up, as you'd expect, 13 metres, you know, it's responsive, it's light, and again, like I said before, we'll flip this camera angle around and we can have a look at straight down the pole and have a look at that. It's got that really nice sort of slick finish with a smoked out graphics with diamond satin, and it's also super MSG carbon, so again it's going to be really strong. And this moves on to the Tournament Pro X. So the Tournament Pro X, the Arity and the Air Z all look similar in regards to colours wise, so it can easily be sort of mistaken, but it does mean that, you know, they all come with differences in price. This one's around sort of the £1,500 range, and this is a Tournament Professional, sorry, about the £2,000 range to say, and again that'll come with packages which I'll show you. And as you'd imagine, at 13 metres, you know, it's really well balanced and the response is good, super light and really easy to fish, and again with that diamond satin finish, you know, makes it super easy to pick up. Moving on to the Arity. Again, we're just stepping up that level of carbon. Every time we step up, we're stepping up to a different level of carbon and extra rigidity and strength. And this one's sort of £2,500. Again, the package I'll show down below. And again, super stiff, super light, really easy to use. Feels really nice in the hands as well. Moving on to the Daddy. The packages will vary, but you know, around £3,000. If you get extras, it's going to be more. Again, the diamond satin finish, lovely in the hand, super light and really stiff, super stiff, as you'd expect for £3,000. Let's just change the camera angle, we'll have a look down each one of them and see what they're like. Right guys, you're just not going to be able to see my face, but you can see my hands, so we'll start again sort of this side, left to right, with the Power Carp X, and we'll just pick that up and you can sort of see what that looks like. So obviously 13 metres, and like I say, it is quite unresponsive and a little bit sort of droopy, but for sort of 380 quid, that's what you really expect. So we'll put that bad boy down. That's at 30 metres. We're going to the match winner. Like I said, a classic pole. A lot of people have used over the years, and straight away, you know, it's a little bit sag, but it's a lot stiffer than the cart pole. But then again, with the cart pole, you're not going to be fishing it at full length a lot of the time. But yeah, that's that, and it's got a bit of that satin finish as well, which makes it lovely. And then onto the G90, and then you just step up straight away. I mean, you're up to the, again, like I say, up to the £1,400 bracket, but the response, and that's great. I mean, I've got a lot of people that use the G90, and you know, it's a great bit of kit, and that's, you know, just pretty much over 150 quid more than the C2, so totally worth having that investment. And then to the whisker, like I say, I would have preferred the original whisker, is which I had, but I mean the XLS is great, and like I said, it's got those extra long sections, and you know, lovely bit of kit. You can see how that handles again at 13 metres, and this is where you're going to start to pay your money, and this is going to be sort of for your 16 metres and above. And I'm going to have to do these right-handed now, which is opposite to the way I use it, just because of the camera. But as you can see, you know, the tournament, this is the Pro, and as you'd expect, stiff, light, 2 grams worth of carbon. This is, you're not going to see too much dissimilaration between the whisker, the tournament, the Arity at the 13 metres, apart from a little bit in lightness. It's when you start to put the 14 and the 15, sorry, the 14 and a half and the 16 metre sections on, is where your money's going to come in. So obviously picking the Arity up, even stiffer than the tournament, and super light, responsive, and like I said, you're up in the sort of £2.5 grand range there, and then onto the Daddy, with the standard package being around 3 grand, but you're going to be getting that feel when you're putting your 14 and a half and 16 metre sections on, and super stiff, super responsive, straight back to strength. Yeah, let's just put it back onto back to me, and we'll wrap it up. Right guys, yeah, so just a little outlay on a few Daiwa poles there. You know, tried to cover them up, and we've listed the sort of packages and the prices below. And you know, I know it's not fishing, and a few of these videos aren't going to be fishing purely on the fact that, you know, everybody's going to be locked in at some point to contain this absolute awful virus that's going around. And you know, I just want to make this opportunity to say, you know, everyone stay safe, and you know, it's affected me as much as everybody else in regards to wages and work. I hope that you've got some government funding or some sort of thing to make it better for you, and you're not suffering too much. And I genuinely do appreciate people watching these videos, and I'm trying to give back to allow you to have some remnants of things that you do like to watch while being effectively stuck in your own home. So hopefully everyone's well and keep safe. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you can. I'll try and get as many videos in this time as possible. Thanks again. Tight lines.